Indisputable exclusive. This is what happens when your neighbors will show you their true colors. No pun intended. Here it is.
Up and let's go back. He just said he gonna kill me. Put that on there. He just said he's gonna kill
me. Hate your guts.
Mm-hmm.
This is all you do. You act like a little bitch.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
That's what you are.
Right. Like I said. No, you called me twice. You slide. Come on, I got black friends. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to call you that. Uh-huh, right. Mm-hmm. I dare you to come over this line. I'll show you what that be like. Real talk. Oh, his wife just admitted this is a tree that they let fall and didn't even fix the gate. We can get you on YouTube right now. Go ahead, Karen. Go ahead, Karen. Go ahead.
Instead of yelling for your dog,
tell the people how many times you called me.
Take it inside.
Tell the people how many times you called me nigga. Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
You told me to shut the Didn't you tell me that? No. What I'm saying?
One of these days I will knock your ass.
Yeah. All you gotta do is cross the line and you can get that. All you gotta do is cross the line and you can get that. Not one of these days, today.
Here's the thing.
Today. Go get your gun. Your gun that you showed me. That gun that you showed me. That gun that you showed me. You coward.
What gun?
Shut up, you coward.
What gun?
You coward. No, I'm talking about the gun you showed me the first day you moved over here. Yeah, that's that Karen shit. I hope y'all get all of this.
All righty, let's go ahead and dig into the background. Let's put the picture up full mass. What in the hell was happening? I will be happy to explain. 53-year-old Daryl Theus bought his home in California 3 years ago. To spend his days in retirement was his idea. However, he was harassed by his neighbor following a dispute over their respective trees. It's about trees. About a year ago, his neighbors rented the house next door. Daryl said the neighbors were a little messy. They didn't clean up after their dog, and they let a tree that fell down sit for months after it broke their shared fence, according to him. Despite the mess, Daryl said he thought the neighbor named Chris was generally cool. Then in conversation, Chris let the N-word slip twice, Daryl said. Daryl says he warned Chris the language was inappropriate and thought that was the end of it. Next, he says, when Chris lectured Daryl about cutting down cypress trees on his property, Daryl says Chris told him to shut the up. Daryl recounted their initial dispute. Here's a quote. He said they were protected Joshua trees like he was a conservationist. I said, no, they're not Joshua trees. He said, I need to go get permission from the city. I trimmed one below the roof and it fell down. They were slamming against the house, causing damage. The wind was 10, 20 miles per hour. Then he said, I need to be careful. I got friends. All right, let's put it up. Daryl showed Indisputable other cypress trees in his neighborhood. The wind blew them down as well. The California Highway Patrol issued high wind advisories for motorists last month. Daryl's wife, Jackie Thea, says she warned Daryl. She didn't trust the neighbor when she heard him use the N-word for the first time. Wise advice. After not speaking for about a year, the latest incident occurred when Daryl was washing his car Saturday morning at about 11 a.m. Here's Daryl with his daughter. All right. Daryl says he decided to play some music while he worked. The noise set off Chris, who stormed out to complain. In the video, Chris' wife affirms she called Daryl the N-word. Here's Daryl's wife, Jackie, who heard the altercation. Here's what she said, and I quote, I didn't hear the wife outside, but I did hear him say it when we were going to Fatburger in Bakersville. I was listening on the car Bluetooth and heard him use the N-word. I always told Daryl, it's not about color, race, or nationality. It's about how you give respect. And he wasn't cool from the jump. Daryl couldn't believe a man half his age would speak to him so disrespectfully. Daryl said he doesn't want anything bad to happen to Chris or police to get involved, but hopes his story will shed light on discrimination in neighborhood. All right. Interesting dynamic. So it seems to me the wife was right, Jackson, in the beginning. She said, listen, you may say he's cool, but I'm telling you, he is not.
Yeah, she caught a vibe, you know what I'm saying? And that's
Right.
why every man should only deal with good women, you know what I'm saying? And be a good man to attract those good women. But these people, the neighbors are like the just, you know, sloppy, good for nothing, lazy slobs who become irate anytime they have to do anything other than nothing whatsoever. Like they just let the tree hang out in the yard like nothing happened. And then my man, and people always kill me when they go about things like this. Like if you're being recorded, you should probably just stop talking or go inside. But I mean, the escalation just literally didn't end. Like he came up, he was talking about guns, he came up, and then when he got accused of saying the N-word, he started screaming. Then my man started taking his clothes off. Like, I don't know what that was going to accomplish, but apparently it was going to do something. And now we making fun of him right here on Indisputable. So
yes,
that's what it did for him.
That's right. That's exactly what it accomplished.